Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a shiver run down your spine? A feeling that you're witnessing something ancient, something mysterious. Tonight, we journey back in time to a place where the veil between our world and the unknown was papered. We're going to uncover the story of a lost tribe and a celestial event so terrifying it was said to have wiped them from the face of the earth. This is the story of the night. The moon turned red. Our story begins in a land that is now known as the American Southwest, a rugged and beautiful landscape of sun-baked canyons and vast, starry skies. For centuries, this was the home of a thriving people, a tribe whose name is now whispered only in legends. They were skilled farmers, astronomers, and artisans. Their communities nestled in the protective embrace of towering cliffs. Their lives were deeply intertwined with the cycles of the sun, the moon, and the stars. They charted the cosmos from observatories built with remarkable precision, understanding the rhythms of the heavens better than most civilizations of their time. They weren't just watching the sky, they were living by it. Celestial events dictated when to plant, when to harvest, and when to hold their most sacred ceremonies. Their pottery and petroglyphs. Imidista, images they carved into Ragar, filled with cosmic symbols, spirals representing galaxies, zigzags for lightning, and a profound reverence for the moon, the gentle guardian of the night. To them, the moon wasn't just a rock in the sky. It was a powerful deity, a source of light, life, and feminine energy, a balancer to the fiery power of the sun. But what happens when that gentle guardian suddenly changes? The elders spoke of a prophecy, a warning passed down through generations. It told of a time when the night would be swallowed by an unnatural darkness, a time when the moon, their serene goddess, would weep tears of blood, staining its silver face a terrifying, fiery red. The prophecy foretold that this event would be a sign, an omen of immense change. Some interpreted it as a test of faith, others as a harbinger of doom. The people lived with this story, a chilling piece of folklore that hung in the back of their minds, until one fateful night, the prophecy became a horrifying reality. Imagine it, a clear, crisp night. The village is quiet. Families are gathered in their homes, the air filled with the scent of pine and smoke. The full moon rises, casting a familiar, silvery glow over the canyon. But then, something strange begins to happen. A shadow starts to creep across the moon's face. Slowly. It's not a cloud. It's something else. Something cosmic. Panic begins to stir. The children are hushed, and the adults look to the sky, their faces etched with a growing dread. The village shaman begins to chant, his voice trying to ward off the encroaching darkness. The shadow continues its slow march until the entire moon is consumed. But instead of disappearing into blackness, it transforms. The familiar silver orb glows with a ghostly, deep, coppery red. A blood moon. The prophecy is fulfilled. The sky itself seems to be bleeding. For a people who believed the cosmos was alive, this was not just an astronomical event. It was a divine catastrophe. The world as they knew it was being turned upside down. The very foundation of their spiritual world was shaking. What unspeakable act had they committed to make their lunar deity bleed in the heavens? This is where history ends and mystery begins. When the first rays of dawn broke the next morning, lighting up the canyon walls, they revealed an unnerving silence. The village was empty. Completely, utterly empty. There were no signs of a struggle, no evidence of an attack from a rival tribe. It was as if every man, woman, and child had simply vanished into thin air. Cooking pots still hung over cold fire pits. Half-woven baskets lay on the ground, and personal belongings were left untouched in their homes. It was a ghost town, created overnight. Archaeologists and historians have been baffled by this event for decades. What could explain the simultaneous disappearance of an entire community? Early theories suggested a sudden migration. Perhaps the terrifying celestial event was interpreted as a sign to abandon their ancestral home and seek a new one. But if so, where did they go? There are no records, no oral histories from neighboring tribes, and no archaeological evidence of a mass influx of people into any other area. They simply walked away from their lives and vanished from the historical record. Another, more chilling theory points to the prophecy itself. Did the tribe believe the end of their world had come? In a state of mass panic or religious fervor, could they have undertaken a final, desperate ritual? Some researchers have speculated that the tribe may have retreated deep into the labyrinthine cave systems that honeycomb the region, sealing themselves away from a world they believed was ending. It's a haunting thought, a community choosing to entomb itself, guided by a celestial sign they couldn't comprehend. Modern science, of course, gives us a clear explanation for the red moon. A total lunar eclipse. This happens when the Earth passes directly between the sun and the moon, and the Earth's shadow obscures the moon. The red color comes from sunlight filtering through Earth's atmosphere, scattering the blue light and allowing the red light to pass through and illuminate the moon. It's a beautiful, natural phenomenon. But for the ancient tribe, without the benefit of our scientific understanding, it was something far more terrifying. It was a message from the gods, and its meaning was absolute. This story is a powerful reminder of how our perception shapes our reality. For us, a lunar eclipse is a wonder to be photographed and admired. For them, it was a terrifying omen that may have led to their disappearance. Their deep connection to the cosmos, which guided their lives so beautifully, may have also contained the seeds of their own mysterious end. Their story lives on, not in history books, but in the silent canyons, the enigmatic rock art, and the haunting glow of a blood-red moon. It asks us to look up at the sky and wonder, what other secrets are hidden in plain sight, waiting for us to understand? Thank you for joining me on this journey into the past. What do you think happened to the lost tribe? Let me know your theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this dive into historical mysteries, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more stories from the crossroads of history and legend. Until next time, keep looking up.